Hi, incoming 7th graders. This is Mrs. Sullivan.
And this is Mrs. Trombley.
We will be your 7th grade math teachers, and as I'm sure you read in the cover letter of your summer packet, 7th grade math is going to be a little bit different than it has been for you so far. We run something called a flipped classroom, where your homework is mainly going to be to go home and watch a video of some notes that we take, and you'll come back to class the next day and we'll talk about it and do some math in class.
So this summer you can kind of get used to this idea, and we can help you along with all of the concepts that you covered in 6th grade and some years prior. And knowing all of these concepts before you come into 7th grade will be wonderful for you. So this is going to build confidence and really truly help you understand these concepts so that you are prepared. So right now Mrs. Sullivan is going to begin with section 1 guided notes, and it's just a fraction concept review. We need for you to make sure that you are completing all the examples with us as we write them, and then you'll be responsible for doing some on your own as well. So when this packet is due at the beginning of the school year and we check it in, we should see all of your example sections completed along with all of the try it yourself problems. And away we go.
Okay, section 1, fraction concepts review. I know you guys have been working with fractions since elementary school, so just some basics here. A fraction is a ratio. The top number is called the numerator, you know that, and the bottom number is called the denominator. An easy way to remember that, D for down, denominator. In 3/4, 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. When there are no common factors between the numerator and denominator, the fraction is considered to be in simplest form. When the larger digit is in the numerator, like 10/7, it is considered an improper fraction. Improper fractions should be written as mixed numbers. When a whole number is written in front of the fraction, it is called a mixed number. To change an improper fraction to a mixed number, you simply divide the numerator by the denominator to get the whole number. The remainder is the numerator, and the denominator does not change. Very important. All right, so we're going to do some practice with some examples here. We're going to change 10/7 into a mixed number. And really, I'm sure you've done a lot with this before. You can do a lot of this in your head sometimes. You can say, okay, how many times will 7 go into 10? 7 goes into 10 one time, and how many are left over? 3. And we're going to keep the same denominator. So 10/7 is 1 3/7. All right, how about 12/3? How many times does 3 go into 12? It goes in 4 times exactly, so your answer is a whole number, just 4. And how about 52/25? 25 goes into 52 twice, and since 25 times 2 is 50, that means we have 2 left over. Keep the same denominator.
All right, for certain operations, you need to change mixed numbers into improper fractions in order to solve them. So not only do you need to know how to go from improper to mixed, you have to know how to go from mixed to improper. So in order to do that, let's zoom out a little bit so we can see where we're at. To change a mixed number to a fraction, you multiply the denominator by the whole number, and then you add the numerator to the result. That's your new numerator. The denominator will always stay the same. So let's try 3 2/3. So it said step 1, multiply the denominator by the whole number, add the numerator to that, and your denominator stays the same. So the improper version of this, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, so 11/3. The next one, 5 1/8, 8 times 5 plus 1, that would give you your new numerator. The denominator stays the same, so 8 times 5 is 40, 40 plus 1 is 41, keep your denominator. And the last one, I take my denominator times the whole number plus the numerator. That goes over the original denominator. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 plus 2 is 52, and keep your denominator the same. Now go ahead and work on those problems from section 1, and we'll see you in section 2 in just a few minutes.